Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Shakura's Plateau, where Spyo has indeed left the game. We're going to be witnessing another PVT. It is day 2 of the Antarctic Cup, the quarterfinals, match 2, which means that basically now there's some serious money on the line. All of the scrubs are out, and now it's just the pros and CuHz. Just kidding, but now it's just the really good players and. What's your Korean username? A bunch of Hangul characters, and now CuHz is just like, ugh.
Oh god.
So, I am Penguin. I'm Sean, actually, not Penguin.
That's my name. I'm
I am
Penguin.
Sean.
And we're gonna be seeing, as Sean said, we have CuHz spawning in the bottom right spawn location as the purple Protoss, and I love Protoss who play as purple simply because they add so much alliteration to the casting.
The PVT purple Protoss with a proxy purple pylon.
And his opponent is going to be Seohyeon, who is apparently, as he says in this little chat thing going on down here, he is not actually a pro gamer, but he is rank 1 North American server at the time this was played. He is currently rank 7, I believe. And yes, we are in fact casting from replays simply because CuHz is also Grandmaster. I'm not sure where he is in Grandmaster. Sean, do you happen to know where he is?
I think he's EU Grandmaster. Or you're asking what his rank is?
Yeah.
His rank is 132. So
Nice.
he is still in the top 200, but not quite. He's top 150. So
That's being Grandmaster is impressive, wherever you're ranked. But Seohyeon is I think Seohyeon is the favorite simply because I took a look at his record, and he's won several. He's won quite a few online tournaments.
also he's Korean, therefore he must be better at StarCraft 2, right?
Of course, naturally. That's the only thing that makes sense. We are going to be seeing a Cybercore going down from CuHz, and Epic Fire Ant. I have not watched these games. Neither has Sean, but we do have access to the bracket. So
Yeah. So we know nothing. We don't know anything. We didn't look at the brackets. The brackets are locked.
of course.
I don't know what Penguin's talking about.
Yeah, of course.
No.
Seohyeon is going to be saving up money. Looks like he's going to be going for a 1-rack fast expand, and he is running his Wait. Well, he's lower.
I don't understand.
There he is. He's running the SCV right down to the bottom of the ramp. Going to be expanding down there. Wants to cut off the time that it takes to float his command center down there. We're having a little bit of ambiance sounds from you, Sean, I think. I'm not sure what's
Unfortunately, yes, that is the consequence of living in the city, is that we're going to have some annoying sirens of people trying to save lives. I guess can't really complain about that, so we'll just have to play through it.
Yep. And what's going on? I see. So, Stalker has spawned. There's an expansion going out for CuHz as well. So we're seeing the 1 Rax FE versus the 1 Gate fast expand. And, so far everything is gearing up to be pretty standardo. There's another barracks going up in the main of Seohyeon, as well as his first refinery and assimilator has already been up for a reasonably long time for CuHz. And he is going to be getting that Warp Gate tech, but he is going to be chronoing probes rather than Warp Gate. And,
Indeed. And it just occurred to me before I said anything really stupid that Forge Fast Expand is not a PvT strat. And fortunately I remember that before I said anything stupid like that Forge Fast Expand is a PvT strat.
There's a hidden expansion going up for CuHz in the 4th location. Seohyeon's SCV was kind of close to seeing it, but decided to turn around at the last minute, and looks like CuHz is planning on going mega macro mode on us.
Seohyeon's like, okay, alright, I should be safe because I've been cheesed before, of course, playing on the Korean ladder, and I should check for cheese, and in fact, no, he's North American. I'm going to trust that he's not cheesing.
Well, he's not cheesing, he's just eco-cheesing.
Eco-cheesing is cheesing.
We are going to be seeing Reactor coming up on this barracks. There is a tech lab up on this one. He doesn't actually have any upgrades or marauders yet, so I'm really not sure what he has that tech lab for up until now. Engineering bay is also being built, so upgrades will be coming up soon for our Terran player. And CuHz going to be Maynarding over those probes. Pretty big Maynard coming over, mainly because all of these probes are going up to his hidden expo. And that is going to be... Yeah, I'm really interested to see what happens here. If Seohyeon decides to put on early pressure, he'll probably be in a phenomenal position to deal with, well, this super macro build from CuHz. But
Yeah,
CuHz does have sentries out.
Seohyeon does not appear to be alive. He is in fact researching stim first, which means that he is a lot less likely to put that pressure on until he does have that medevac. He is getting a factory right now, so if he gets some medevacs really soon, he may be able to punish this eco build. But I'll tell you this, that expansion's saturating nice and fast.
It is. Just taking a look at the worker supply, 40 now to 32. CuHz taking a commanding lead in that aspect of the game. And Seohyeon is just, ooh, sorry, what?
But Seohyeon does is gonna like with one single scan, he is going to see that there is not very much in the main, and not often are gates put at the natural in PvT, if I'm not mistaken. So it's possible that he's going to see not very much in the main and think, okay, that's a slightly late fourth gate. I may want to make sure that he's not doing anything super gimmicky.
Yeah, we're not really seeing Seohyeon move out with any sort of scouting action or anything. And by this point now, CuHz is producing a pretty good number of units. He does have 6 sentries, so he should be in a good position to defend any sort of kind of medium early aggression. It's not really early anymore. We're slowly but surely moving into the mid game here. But he's going to be in a phenomenal position to just make tons and tons and tons of units. And it actually looks like he's going to be the first one to go for a bit of aggression here.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how well advised this is. That's a lot of sentries, which will help against. Those sentries are basically defensive. It's really hard to use sentries offensively in PvT simply because it's just like against these bunkers, they're completely useless. The only time those sentries will actually come in handy is once he's broken the front. Once he's in the natural, he can force field out. Reinforcements. But until that point, he's gonna have a pretty hard time breaking this front. So I feel like we're gonna see some non-committal aggression, just making sure that his opponent has not yet taken his third, and hopefully just pull back and try and capitalize a little more off of this advantage.
Yes, and I was just answering a quick question from Fire Ant. I'm Penguin.
And I'm Sean.
And yeah, we're going to be seeing the Scouting Factory living a very, very short life. Actually, he might be able to get home with it. Yeah, it looks like he'll probably survive, but that's a lot of attack. That's a lot of tickle noodles being tickling over that factory, and Zealots are going to move forward, and that one Zealot does actually survive with 5 HP. And
I don't know about you, Penguin. I prefer to think of it as tickle spaghetti.
Okay, sure. Or maybe are they actually spawn of the flying spaghetti monster? Maybe
I don't think so. I like this play. CuHz is putting about 6 stalkers in his main. He can afford to with his huge economic lead, and so he can ward off those drops. I'd like to see him tech up. All I'm seeing him getting is a bunch of gateways.
Well, he has 2 forges at his 4th, and he's chronoing out upgrades now.
He is getting upgrades, and I feel like I guess he's just going to try and win this game in the mid game with gateway aggression.
There is a Twilight Council going down, though.
There is a Twilight Council going down.
I really like this. He's putting all of his tech at his 3rd rather, at his hidden expansion. So whenever Seohyeon scans or something, until he realizes there's a base there, he's just not going to get any valuable scouting information.
Yeah, and I like the way CuHz is handling this. He's got exactly 4 gates. I do think he should have put his Twilight Council in his main simply to ward off any kind of suspicion. He's like, okay, he's going 4-gate blink. That is perfectly normal. But CuHz may be toying with his opponent a little, being like, oh, what's going on?
It actually looks like he's gearing up to take a 4th. Oh, never mind. He just spent a ton of money. But there is this probe sitting here. Just waiting. And that... Oh, he's actually queuing up a factory to fly over there. But that's going to be a long time before that factory actually arrives. And if this probe decides to throw down a Nexus...
no, I think he's going to get the factory.
He is going to be moving back towards the factory now. And the factory does look a little bit far away from home. I don't think it'll be able to actually get home. Oh, he's not going to engage. Oh, wait, yes, he is. And he is going to be engaging now the massive anti-air power of the Sentry and the Stalker combined. Yeah, it looks like he should be able to get this factory reasonably easily, and that will deny that scouting. He's just doing phenomenally. Oh, wait, here comes the big bio coming in. The big bio coming in will actually be able to save that factory. A couple force fields going down will allow him to escape.
But he's going to have to pull SCVs to repair that. It's not going to reach home. He's going to have to pull him off the line and take him over and meet it halfway.
That is true, but this is a pretty big bioforce moving out, and CuHz really needs to warp in some stuff.
Yeah, he really does. There's
a lot in his main, though.
Warps and stuff. Oh no, he doesn't have any Templar out yet.
He does. He
He's
has just gotten a few Templar out. There are 4 Templar. But the scan's going to go
okay.
down, and Copper... Oh, no, Seohyeon is going to be scouting for the third, and he might actually see the hidden third as he moves up here. No, he doesn't. He decides to turn around and will be going back towards CuHz's main. And actually, I really like this. CuHz is keeping a lot of his army hidden. Oh, God, those are not perfect force fields, though, and he is going to be losing quite a bit here.
Oh no, he should have pulled that gateway force a long time ago. He cannot hold with this force alone. And it's slowly getting evaporated.
Yeah, he does have a lot of sentries, so he's going to be continuing to thread on the force fields. Or not. Maybe not. He's actually going to lose a lot of stuff, and finally is deciding to pull this gateway army, which is just now coming down the ramp. I don't think this is going to be enough to hold off, though. You're right, Sean. He really should have pulled that a lot earlier. He got a little bit greedy with his hiding of that. I guess he wanted Seohyeon to not realize how many forces he had, but well.
And now the factory's headed straight towards the hidden expansion.
Oh, yeah. Not ideal for CuHz, and it looks like he's actually going to be defeated by this push. That's a lot of Marauders, and Marauders do turn toss to goo. Oh, CuHz, you were in such a good position.
CuHz. Yeah, everything went perfectly for him,
and then just that one push
he just did not do right. He does have this one expansion, but now it's going to be 2 base. It's going to be 3 base versus 1 base Protoss. And fortunately, he has like no tech in his main except for his Cyberclaw, which he doesn't really need anymore. At least he can take his time rebuilding it because he just needs to build like make Zealots and Templars. So
that's very, very true. Nice storm going to be going down in the middle of that army, but Seohyeon will pull his forces out of there pretty fast, and I think there's just too many. I mean, the medevacs are out of energy here, but that's a lot of healing that has gone down from those medevacs,
and there's no mining at its hidden expansion.
Oh, there is the GG, and CuHz, you're right, there was actually hardly any mining going on at the hidden expansion there, and I think CuHz really would have been able to win that engagement easy mode if he'd pulled the force he had sitting here.
I think he was trying to keep his super awesome economy hidden just for a little bit too long. When you're about to die, that's the point where you want to reveal your